Welcome back to Always Sunny in CALIMSHAN. This is episode 3. Hopefully, oh wait, everybody's in the line. But there's a new light here. We're just gonna hop right on in. Upon your guys' long walk back through the desert, it's about midday, maybe 3 o'clock, give or take, but wounds have been had, and a long, exhausting walk through the desert has also been had. Upon entering Kobor's Respite, you immediately bump through the door and see 3 new figures. One, a large Goliath-like woman hankering down on some of the fine delicacies that are served at this establishment. Looks almost Goliath in standing. A white streak of hair combed back, mixing in with their natural black hair, taut back, wearing 2 hand axes, a battle axe on their hip, and just notices you come in, but makes no appearance. Another figure, big, broad, looking through a small journal, wearing gauntlets and having a not necessarily a bad time flipping through a book wearing those gauntlets. But as he looks back toward the door, you notice that they are wearing an eye patch over their left eye. Whoever has a keen eye, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
That's a good question. Let me double check what my investigation is.
I have an average intelligence and a wisdom penalty. It wouldn't be me, Sam.
I see stuff.
But do you see this?
Occasionally.
It's a +1 to investigation, so it's not like particularly out of the ordinary.
Go on then.
Yeah, 4. No, I'm not.
Four.
I see nothing.
I'm not here right now. I'm guessing so.
No, you're right. You're the third person in this endeavor, but you would already know. Um, they don't necessarily need it. The eye patch. They don't necessarily need it at all. It's as if they're looking through it.
Liars, a lot of them.
But he is currently flipping through a small little journal as you guys are entering in. He raises up his hand. Oswald, if you'd be so kind. Oh, he's also enjoying some of the fine delicacies too.
Mm, um, um,
I'm sorry, are you playing another character named Oswald?
no, that's the problem.
Oh.
I didn't expect it to be like hard on right into it.
Yeah.
That's the
When
problem.
in doubt,
It was full mouth of food. Oswald, go. Wait, hold on.
when in doubt, Dutch accent.
I can't do a Dutch accent. I can do a German accent. That's the problem. How did he speak?
Hey, you said you wanted it.
Yeah, and I can't do it. What? Like I need to.
Visualize your Oswald.
Yeah, I need to remember my Oswald. That's the problem.
You gotta relearn the whole accent, huh?
He's gonna change the voice accent as the stream goes on. So like the viewers are gonna like notice it's gonna just.
I'm just going to be one more German accent.
As long as it's not Act Jack again. As long as it's not Act
No,
Jack.
don't worry.
I feel a little broken today.
Yeah, hello, I guess. Did he? Guten Tag. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Let's just. I'm speaking full German right now.
Yeah, guten Tag. As Oswald gives up his his good morning, in the middle, an elvish folk, darker skin, wearing pretty medial looking leathers. Jared, if you'd be so kind. Jawad.
Yeah, just navigating Discord through my phone is an absolute travesty.
Okay. More problems. Gotcha. But whenever you're ready.
What clothes he was wearing were made of silk, colored in marble and gold. Standing a little bit less than 6 feet tall, the usual complexion and facial features of a high elf, except for the irises of his eyes, which were a bright white. You can't see it now, but on his back is the insignia of gold, a hawk clutching a lightning bolt in each talon. His sword carried the same symbol, and on the fourth finger of his left hand was a ring with some elven lettering written on it, prominently.
Does anyone understand Elvish?
Damn it! I chose Sylvan. I chose the ancient Elven.
Yes. Yeah, I actually do.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check to see if you can detour what it says.
Hmm. 16.
16?
Mhm.
Jared, if you'd be so kind to reveal what it says.
Man is the property of Tatiana.
He is man meat. He is property.
Yes, man meat.
But as the, I don't want to call it tensions, but as the idea of respite finally dawning on everybody, the lizard folk that was originally serving you begins to kind of makeshift a few different types of breads, something that is more wholesome and can hold liquid a little bit easier, and he serves up glasses of very fine water. But if you need liquor, they are attuned to such. He kind of offers. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Finvia downs the water, but also asks for liquor.
Okay. Liquor's provided. Bottles are left at tables, so that way you can pour your own. But AE, the robotic companion y'all have been walking with, begins to head toward Oswald preemptively, and as soon as he makes it there, the chest piece that is above where the stomach rift is pops open, and he hands over the crown of Lazarus, the black crown of Lazarus. Soon after, Oswald, as soon as he takes it into his hands, he contemplates it, inspects it, does a few note once-overs, and then he places it onto his head. You see that he kind of needs to steel himself. And you can see that there's a bit of an internal struggle before he just very calmly takes it off and throws it into his bag. And you can see that his face kind of twists in not necessarily anger, but disagreement.
You were really quick to put on that potentially world-destroying hat.
Yeah, well, it's the only way to know whether something is the right thing is to use it the way it's supposed to be used.
Mm-hmm.
The female Goliath, now finished with picking at her food, spins around on her stool and stands up. You can see that she is kind of embroidered in this fine scale mail, like very fine scale mail. And you can see that her cloak that drapes over her shoulders is pretty small comparative to the rest of her clothing choices. But she puts a hand on her hip and goes, "We've been following this thing for what seems like years, and it just now appeared out here. But we'll make sure it gets back to the facility, okay?" And oh boy, yeah, you can see there's a bit of worry on her face.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
God fucking damn it. 19.
That's good enough. You can see you can tell she's worried more about the job and the person involved than what everything else entitles. She kind of chirps back up again. "Well, we'll be able to get it back, no problem, in the morning. You guys go ahead and enjoy a long rest. Oswald's going to give you some stuff. We'll watch over you guys for the night, just in case things go awry. Oswald, don't you have something for him?
Oh yeah, Oswald will from I guess below his chair pull out this bag of holding and hand it over, and then he'll go. So should be some things that will help you on your future journeys. Well, on your the next step of the journey in here, healing potions, mana goals, kept help creatures keep away. The usual stuff. Oh, and 2 rings of fire resistance. All stuff you need for a camping trip. And I should probably also warn you, the next place is going to be even hotter than CALIMSHAN.
Oh, great. As if the heat stroke was about to end there.
All right. Minor Arcana. Let me roll that real quick.
Also, am I the only one that sees the One Zone Casino map on Foundry?
The casino map's fine. It's the audience I don't want to.
We can see it, but they can't.
They can't.
Fair enough.
No, I know. It's just
This is what we in the business call foreshadowing.
So we got a minor destiny over here.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I'm opening it. I need to change the wheel up. There we go. Spin.
Talking about the stream, is it supposed to be a black screen?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah. Like you can see all the little bubbles doing their little dance, right? Okay.
Oh no, we have to drink and stretch.
Okay. Who would be closest to the front to accept the bag of holding with the potions, the 2 rings of fire resistance, and the camping gear?
The camping gear.
Yeah.
It very much depends on how close they are to the bar, because Finvia just took a seat, drank some water, and then just started downing some liquor.
Okay, then I'm just gonna roll randomly. A D8, where a D8 is just gonna be my choice. The man who glows, Von Moore. You're still glowing, by the
Oh, is
way.
he still glowing?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
what needed to happen did not happen.
Wow.
So, Von Moore, you are glowing still bright with a pig in tow. As soon as the bag is handed over, you feel a slight tinge in your stomach. Your new weapon feels stronger, but you don't quite rightly know why. You feel very much stronger, but all these glowy bits are starting to probably be a little confusing to you.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like my arcana knowledge isn't very good. So I have to
You know what?
and go with it.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to at least try and figure out one of the 3 glows.
It's a +0, so I just.
You can roll high.
Better
be worse, it could be
better than
minus.
better than -1.
None of y'all smart, but this is gonna be funny. That's fine. Head over to Foundry right now.
Possibly see what's happening and kind of make an educated guess.
No.
That's kind of the point that I was aiming for.
I don't remember how to roll Foundry.
I think it is /R 1D. Yeah. I didn't mean to roll that as that, but /R space 1D20. And then your modifier, but it's
numerical 1 or typed out 1.
Numerical. Hey, 9. With the 9, you can gauge that the last one granted you a weapon buff, something to hit a little harder, but the glowing that you have had on your flesh, your skin, unknown. Still.
Yeah.
If anyone else wants to make a educated guess, now that we're in an, I have perfect posture. I have a freaking ergonomic chair back.
I'll make one.
He who. Good job.
At my standing desk. I'll make an educated guess.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
15.
Arcana, right?
Yeah, Arcana. And
Alright.
yeah, 15.
Ye-
My roll.
15's your roll. With the 15, you can
Yeah.
you can gauge that the glowing seems to be an internal smite, and it only works.
Oh, that's not. Oh.
Wait,
Oh.
or eternal.
It is internal smite,
Internal,
and
okay.
because they haven't had a melee strike, they've been throwing things, shooting things.
Oh.
Oh, so can I just? So wait. Can I gauge how powerful this smite is with that 15?
2d8 per stack, and he's got 2.
Oh fuck! Oh no!
Yeah, go ahead. Piss him off.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna just like be like, "Hey, Vonmore, you want to stop glowing?" and just like bitch slap him, and then he would just take 2d8 fucking damage. But he stopped glowing.
No. This is for Von Moore to use, not to
Yeah,
be
well,
expelled onto.
Oh! I
that's
thought
why.
this was on
That's
him
why I said
glowing.
go ahead, piss him off.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I wanted. I didn't.
I thought this was.
No, I did not want to
Okay,
mix
got it.
words.
No, yeah, you're good. I thought this was him just glowing, so he just had 2d8 of damage on the next melee attack against him, just stacked, ready to proc.
Yeah, he's concentrating on smite. He's not affected by freaking guiding bolt.
Yeah. All right. But that's your educated guesses. As the sun begins to coast over, is there anything anyone wants to really do while at Cobor's Respite? Because
the artist formerly known as Aritus is trying to regain his senses by getting drunk.
Okay, give me a wisdom save before you have your first drink.
Oh god! I mean, worse than that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
13. With the 13, you are capable of making your own decisions on who you are sitting at the bar as, but you feel distant, conflicted, and as if a lot of people are talking at once, and you do not know where the voices are coming from. But you drink.
Heavily.
Yep. Anyone else doing anything particular?
No, Kara's also having a nice midday slosh.
Okay.
I should probably also point out that like he doesn't look like himself at all. Like he still is like the same height, but like before he was like clad in plate armor, wielding a really big weapon. Now he's just dressed in like
Commons.
Fine clothes because of the fine things he did before he became Mauritius.
Oh, right.
And like he doesn't look. The only thing he has in common with the old him is that he looks like a dragonborn.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna ask for introductions. I was gonna be like, all right, so thanks, but names, please.
The female perks up and goes, "Oh, I thought we were a part of the messenger crew. I'm Lay. This big lug here is Oswald. And then this young sprat here, I don't know how young. I'm still learning about elves. But this one here is Ong.
Pleasure to meet you all.
She bows very politely while Oswald remains a steel wall.
Mm-hmm. He'll just nod. He will grunt affirmatively at the mention of his name.
Yes.
Ong will give a little respectful bow. Not a formal one, but kind of semi-formal.
Hmm?
He'll say, thank you, Mr. Oswald, for bringing me here. To my new companions, my name is Ong Khan, and I shall be upfront with you all. I'm here for 3 reasons. 1, to find my lost son. 2, to prove myself capable of protecting my people. And lastly, but certainly not least, I'm here because this world needs help, and I have a family to protect. So I will do my absolute best to help you all save this world and those who dwell within it. It is a pleasure to meet every single one of you.
Lay kind of not necessarily takes a back seat, but kind of looks over Ong's shoulder to everyone else and goes, I don't. I think this is just our last line of defense, and it's just a motley crew. So expect a lot of unexpecteds.
I'm just he just kind of smirks.
Yeah. Okay.
It is still polite when you meet someone to get appreciation.
Yeah. They. Yes. They did deliver the first, and the second one's going to be. And you can see that the worry has not really left her face. And
So
she.
I'm gonna interrupt her I'm gonna interrupt her right then and there and be like, "It's gonna be just as easy as this one. Relax, we got this."
Okay. All right. I trust you. I will let you guys do as you see. It's just I. She kind of leans over toward Oswald, like getting into his personal space to whisper something. Does anyone understand giant?
I understand everything except fucking giant. Like,
Yes,
goddamn.
sir.
And Elvish.
And Elvish?
Yeah, I understand abyssal, common, halfling, sylvan, and thieves' cants. Like, good god.
Okay.
I
But
have the bare minimum of languages.
yeah, one.
Yo entiendo.
But
I
You know common,
understand.
and that's about it.
so to those who understand giant, they're not exactly whispering it, but they are keeping it a little more hush. She says to Oswald in giant, "Are we sure these individuals are going to be capable of handling this intense individual that we only saw glimpses of?" Oswald just nods. So to everyone, they
Yo,
just see.
Ty's just gonna go. You could say that for all of us. You know that, right?
You see Lay kind of getting a little bit uncomfortable that someone else understood, but you can see that she nods and goes, "You're right. I should have more faith in all of you. It's just I worry about everyone." She take
Care shrugs.
yeah.
You have someone close to you that's particularly affected by this, don't you?
Go ahead and give me an insight check. Or actually, give me a persuasion check.
Fuck, I'd rather have it be insane.
Good, either one.
Uh,
I'll allow either one.
Oh, okay. If
Take
that's the case, then 28 inside.
20 what?
28.
Oh, I'd rather have insight.
That's because I made a plus 10 for insight and a plus 1 to persuasion. That's why I was like, oh, fuck.
Okay.
I'll take the persuasion roll. I'll take the 19. I don't care.
No, even still. When you ask that, you can see she looks at Oswald.
Who?
She looks
Oswald.
at Oswald.
She's not going to press that any further, but she'll keep it under note.
Okay.
She'll like give like a small nod and then kind of like not respond to that.
Yeah, and you basically now see Oswald just taking a more relaxed approach now. He has a boundless cup of coffee just by his side. He twiddles his thumbs and he just unwinds by just hanging out, reading a small little bit of his journal and just twiddling his thumbs. Lay, on the other hand, a nervous wreck, just, I don't want to say paces, but just wanders about. The lizard folk is just cleaning things, keeping things well stocked to the people who want liquor or otherwise food. He did do a little bit of shopping while everyone was out, so he has a fresh. Good cough, good cough. He has a fresh recipe if anyone wants to try.
Try it. Title, try it.
Okay.
Care to.
It
Maybe
is.
into.
It is Darbost lamb in a lamb stock with cut vegetables, and brought to a very slow rolling broil, and then served in bowls. It has no real name to it. It is just something hearty. There's potato, corn, celery, just an overall hearty meal. And then other than that, as far as drinks, it's the same stock. He has not received any new stock.
She's gonna also start attuning to the weapon.
Okay. The Telesto?
Yes.
Give me, what is the check required for that? I forgot to bring up your sheet. Of all the sheets.
Charisma, contest charisma check.
Okay. And I need to find his stats. Thank you. Go ahead and give me a charisma check to see if you can actually wield this weapon.
Let's go. That's not happening. 7.
Okay. Okay. There are things that you are unaware of. You take 3 points of lightning damage, and you have to wait until the long rest is done to attempt again.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It does not like the hand that is holding it.
That's unfucking fortunate.
That is unfortunate. So the rest of
Guess
the
who doesn't care? Sorry.
for right now, I guess you don't. But the rest of the afternoon into the evening, you guys will be taking a long rest here if there isn't anything else needing doing.
Oh yeah, what happened to Kobar? I thought he was gonna be the one that we were handing this up to.
No, Kobar kind of was going to give it over to Oswald. Oswald was here first, so he's like, fine, you go ahead and take it.
Oh, okay.
But Kobar is in his office. He has not moved since you guys got in.
Actually, yeah. Wait. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna go knock on the door and politely ask for. Oh wait, did the bag of holding have our cash in it as well as the other items?
There is no cash in there. No, it is just
Or the gold pieces?
It is. Hold on. It is. Just the 3 potions of healing, the fire starter kit to get creatures away. It is 2 rings of fire resistance. What was that last item I added? Let me go over to
The quote unquote kit to keep creatures away at a campfire.
the large set of manacles.
Yeah.
I forgot about the large set of manacles.
So there's no gold pieces in there.
There is no gold pieces in there.
And if I remember correctly, Kobar was the one paying us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna knock on his door in his office.
There is no response.
I'm gonna knock again.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Is this my D20? That is.
That's my D20.
20. I thought it was my D12 for a second. 24.
24. You hear very light movement within.
Kobar, you in there?
You now hear a little bit of a much more louder movement. Then it goes quiet again.
Is there a keyhole?
No, it seems to have a deadbolt.
Okay, let me look through my inventory real quick.
Okay.
Because I don't want to burst in there and then have him just be like, just sleeping or some shit.
It's 3 in the afternoon. It could. Best thing to do in CALIMSHAN. Sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start hitting my button to clear my throat. It's so dry out here today.
Where do you live, CALIMSHAN?
Yes, we are pretty much borderline CALIMSHAN right now. Getting randomly hot in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and then getting snow somehow.
All right.
Can I lockpick it, or is the actual like
You-
thing like unable to be
So
lockpicked?
no, you can lockpick it. It's just it requires a little bit more finesse because you're moving an entire deadbolt.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So you
We'll attempt.
try the door. It's locked. Go ahead and give me a thieves tool check.
Motherfucker.
It's a low DC. What'd you get?
It's my proficiency bonus, right?
Uh,
7.
Proficient.
Plus dexterity.
Yeah.
6, 10.
10. You fiddle with it. It doesn't seem to budge. But as soon as you begin to do that, there is a bit more movement within. You do hear what seems like a glass break. Everyone downstairs can hear it.
Kobar, if you're okay, can you just say something?
Silence.
Cool. So then I'm going to absolutely destroy this door.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, the drunken artist from Illinois Riches will stumble up the stairs and then basically knock on the door to cast knock, and then stumble back down the stairs again.
You cast knock. Okay, the door is unlocked.
And then just leaves right after that.
Yeah, because you're yelling was disturbing his drinking.
As soon as the door becomes unlocked, the very small cast of air pushes the door open. You see Kobar is bound and tied to his big chair, and he's attempting to hop around. The window that is inlaid on the back area has been broken into, and they have seemed to have gotten what they wanted and left because it is just Kobar.
Okay.
He's a little kinky, though, ain't he?
I'm gonna yell out to the rest of the group. We got a motherfucking thief, and I'm gonna untie Kobar.
Okay, as soon as you untie, as
upstairs.
soon as you untie Kobar, you see when you remove the face mask away from it, you see that there is a slight discoloration around his mouth area that goes toward his neck. It seems that there was a potion slammed down his throat that he is now unable to speak.
Shit.
Can we like force him to throw up?
You can attempt.
Like,
I
no,
don't think that's how that
no,
works.
yeah.
Are you, Kobar? Are you thirsty?
Kobar just as soon as you kind of give him a moment, you see this intense rage of a minotaur, and he just begins to plow down the stairs, and up above the bar is just a giant creature skull, but behind that creature skull is a large battle axe that he takes off of the wall, and he heads out the front door.
All right, I'm following with him, and I'm gonna yell out past the group. All right, we're following Kobar. All 3 of y'all who just got here, you're part of this group now as well.
Lay goes, what? No, we have to go in the morning. We are not going on some wild goose chase.
Well, all I'm saying that is that your handoff just got stuff stolen from him. If you want more things from him, that's not happening until we get his shit back.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh,
Finvia.
It's always the little ones, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always.
I'm so close to rolling a natural 1, but it's never a natural 1, so I can't use luck, and it pisses me off so fucking much. 2. There's 3 total. Sorry.
3 total. All right. Let me look at Oswald's sheet. Okay. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure I'm already out the door at this point.
That's fine. You're already out the door. Lay and Oswald are both chilling out. They do not see this as a massive negative. They could cure him if he stuck around, but he is already out the door. So they're like he has his own wits in mind.
I'm also gonna yell at Kobar to slow down.
Kobar has a 60 foot movement speed naturally. That plus dashes.
That's why I'm asking him to slow the fuck down.
No, he is beyond.
Right, cool, he's gone.
He is,
Your speed's up.
yeah, 60 feet, 120 feet per round. Actually, with Goring Rush, he gets an extra 10 feet.
If yeah, as long as yeah.
So he's just wildly throwing his head around every 6 seconds.
Anyone who's unfortunate to be in the middle of a just barreling down Minotaur.
Yeah, but
Unfortunate.
Finvia, you immediately are going to lose track. If anyone doesn't want to decide to follow, you are going to lose track of them.
I could keep up with him, I think.
Okay.
Laura will hit out the door. Well, when she walks past the new people, she'll give them like the little half bow, like sorry,
Sorry.
lovely to meet you.
Sorry.
Yeah, basically, and then she'll follow. I do have 55 feet, so I guess we're trying.
Yeah,
to catch up.
Yeah, you can catch up with that. It's slow going, but every now and again you'll catch up.
Is
there a horse?
I need someone to ride on.
Wait,
Unfortunately,
can I cast Astrodon Stride and keep up? That gives me about 20 extra feet of movement.
With you, yes, it can. When the word horse kind of appears, you don't get horses in CALIMSHAN. You get lizards. These
Can Laura scoop up Finvia on the way?
you sure could.
I will attempt to, as long as Finvia does not.
No, she would jump up to make it easier for you.
Okay, both of you give me a sleight of hands. I kind of want this to be a roll thing, just to see how cool that is.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then I'll make an acrobatics check afterwards if I roll well enough. Nope.
16.
Yeah, it's not looking cool. 5.
Okay. Well, you're picked up, but you're flailing madly, and as you're put up onto Laura's back area, you grab on tight.
No. I went under the arm. Nobody rides this horse.
Fair enough
Yeah,
then.
no one rides the horse. She's like I would be under her arm or on her shoulder. One of the two.
Finvia's just like taters right now.
Okay. Finvia's taters, got it. All right. But with Quincy's question of is there horses? No, there are lizards that are very flat, but with the mount that they have on their back, you basically sit cross-legged on them, and they move pretty quick.
Okay, is there one I can jump on and try to join in the chase? Because I've only got a 30 feet.
Go ahead and give me a very brief animal handling while you're trying to take on this creature. Whatever you want to do.
Beyond.
Sure.
23.
23. You hop on, and the thing seems pretty understandable. It seems like it's a horse, but licks its own eyeball. You can catch up. It has I believe it has a 50-foot. Yes, these flat lizards have a 50-foot speed, so that plus dash is 100 feet. You'll be able to catch up in time, but not too far back.
I don't suppose a lizard counts as a land vehicle.
It is a land vehicle.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, Care attempts to also hijack a lizard for transport.
All right, go ahead and give me an animal handling. What is tied up to?
Same thing.
Same thing? Go ahead and give me an animal handling.
I think I only have like 40.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. What's the oh no?
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. I got an 8. I got an 8 to handle this animal.
An 8. It seems to be kind, and it seems to understand, but movement is not to its fullest. You still gain its movement and dash, but it's kind of zigzagging. But in time.
That got me an 11.
An 11. Same exact thing. They're both kind of messing around with one another, trying to catch each other's tails, but it's heading in the right direction, somewhat.
Somehow.
To those who are heading into the town, that Kobor is kind of swinging wildly, gore rushing the air. As soon as he enters the town, the actual city limits, he bolts straight for the bazaar, and he immediately just takes the biggest running wind up with this battle axe and just cleaves down an entire stall. And
Finvey, as Finvey and Lorwyn pass, I'm just gonna just yell out, "Sorry!"
no, he is staying at this stall.
Oh.
And he reaches into the stall, pulls out a halfling as well, darker skinned, deep brown into almost reddish eyes, and very interesting looking leathers, hair swept back, a little bit of sand kind of debris into it, and he already has his hands up. I didn't hire anyone to do that. I don't know. I just know that it was going to happen. I had no way of warning you. And Kobor, without thinking a second time, just throws the halfling back into the pile.
Okay. We found him. Can we get an explanation, Kobor?
It ain't him.
If it's his...
It ain't him. He knew about it, but it ain't him. And Cobra continues on into the town. The halfling kind of just doubled over
What
inside of a
happened?
box.
What happened, Kobor?
You could see Cobor's throat just slowly lifting up this odd, like the veins around his throat just slowly pulsate, and he just hawks up something else, and you see as he spits it out, he's like, "That's supposed to kill me. I was supposed to die tonight." I And you can see that he is now exhausted.
Cool. So I'm turning immediately on the halfling, drawing my short bow. Talk.
You see he falls out from the crumple and he kind of stands up to a full, dusts his pants off. Just he looks rough all of a sudden, and he goes, "I don't know. All I know is that Kobor was in money, and CALIMSHAN exactly not the best town to make money in. What where are you gonna get that kind of cash? Nowhere. Kobor gets it. Well, we also want it. It's a lot. It was a lot, but I told him I would just work for him. I didn't want to rob him.
And yet here you are still robbing him.
But it wasn't on me. I did not hire this individual. I heard about it just as soon as it happened, and it was more of a parade. It was a one-man parade.
All right, you heard about them. So who was it?
He's gonna make a history check because he is frightened. Someone from the guild, the thieves guild.
Better explanation, because I need a description.
They wore a mask. I can't really. I can paint the mask for you. And he pulls out a piece of parchment from the rubble, and takes a little bit of mud and begins to very easily paint. It looks like it's a bit of an owl. It looks like it has an owl face, but it's really hard to tell.
Cool. I'm gonna take this.
Okay.
Can I cast minor illusion and just ask him basically, is this how it looks like, and then just keep shaping it how he kind of like gives instructions, so like shorter nose, longer nose.
Okay. With that, you get a little bit more of an accurate detailing as well as colors. It is a pitch white with very soft tan underneath the eyes. It has feathers along the very edges that have a much more deeper brown, but its face is solely white.
So kind of like a barn owl.
Kind of like a barn owl. But that is what you get with that, and he basically immediately retreats into his little area. He is still available for speaking, but he is deathly afraid of Kobor.
She's gonna put her arrow back in his little thing. Cool. Thanks for being cooperative.
Yeah. Go get him. Go get him. And he just begins to attempt to put back up his bizarre stall.
Laura will.
Okay. It's not.
No, go. Sucks.
Yeah, it's not hard to do. You wanted to help repair his stall. Yeah, it's not hard to do. It was cut quite cleanly, and it made it look like it was a lot more. But as soon as the banner is back up, a few knocked over things. Not bad. One more. You smell something.
Is it delicious?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It's,
cool.
it smells very familiar, but at the same time, distant. Would Von Moore follow the scent?
I mean, we're kind of in the middle of something.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Are you gonna follow the
Kinda
scent?
little bit.
No, that
I
is
didn't ask
too
you.
damn bad, ain't it?
the smell knows where you
That's
live.
19.
19. You fight off the temptation of what is known as the succubus's meal. But as
Insert ex-girlfriend joke here.
yeah, all right.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking though?
The rock is cooking. However, it is not in your area, so you cannot smell what the rock is cooking.
I bet
Sorry,
you it's pie.
it candy ass. But as soon as it's all done, Kobor kind of just looks up toward the thieves guild, and he looks back, hawks up another just this thick black Icarus, just loogie, I guess I can call it, and he begins to just trudge on toward this pretty fine looking building. Almost looks like a Costco as far as building size.
How much was stolen, Kobor? Actually, attempts to try and keep up with him.
As a non-American, how big is a Costco?
Uh, 12,000
Pretty huge. I don't
That's
think
a
y'all have
great
parking
question.
lots like we do.
12,000 square feet, about 3 stories high, but it's all roof after the 3 stories.
Mm-hmm.
So you get very vaulted, big warehouse like feel.
Mm.
And then back to the earlier question, Kobor just kind of stops grounded, and he's like, "It ain't about the money. It wasn't about the money. It was about my tools. It was about what I worked for. The money was great. It was fine. I enjoyed it. It's what you guys went out to go and get, and I was gonna." And he hawks up another loogie. Look, you guys can head back. This is something I gotta do. I'll get it back to you guys in the morning. Listen to Oswald. Oswald's good folk. If he gets in your face, don't push back. I learned that one the hard way. And he gestures to his broken horn. Just head on back. I'll be back in a little bit. If I don't, I don't. As I said, it ain't about the money. It's about what I got.
Yeah, but we're also your hired associates, and the job ain't over till we get paid.
He kind of grimaces at that. Well, this is a little bit more personal than what you have had. I get it. I will pay you, but I need to handle this. This is something I got to do.
No, it's just, well, you know what I mean. We'll also just go, well, wait, hang on, that's also twice.
Anyone else have an input if they want to stay or go?
Well, strictly speaking, we were hired by Marula. Mr. Oswald, not Cobos is Marshall, the middleman.
Yeah. Kobor is just a handler. Kobor kind of takes a moment and thinks about it, and he's like, well, if you're wanting money, hang on. And he takes out one of the new superior sending stones that is being widely marketed as just an all-in-one connectivity type of device.
Let's go. We got our new iPhone 14.
14 Pro Max can see the moon. He brings up good old Oswald on it, and he says, "Do you think you can push a little bit of a loan toward these folk? because they're just here for the funding. If you can pay them off, I'll handle the recovery of other tools and other gimmicks that you have. He gets a response. Okay. You got enough? Okay. All right. Heading back. And you can see that all the anger that was tied up in Kobor just immediately drops. And he goes, "Never mind. It looks like I've gotten into the Thieves Guild. And I will handle this more mature-like. Let us head on back. And I apologize for any damages I may have caused." And you can see that he's kind of earnest about it.
I'm gonna hand him my water skin.
He takes a drink, hawks up another little less Icarus, but still covered. And he thinks about it, and he's like, why would they want me this heavily indisposed? I'm not here to think about that until I talk to him. And he just continues to sip on the endless water flask. But he is.
Kobor also recognized the owl mask when
when
what's his name?
Ong,
yeah, when Ong put up the illusion.
no, he didn't.
Well, at least now he knows that's what he's looking for.
Yeah. But the long walk back, everyone's kind of walking side by side. Kobor finally doesn't look like he's clenched around by the throat of an internal problem, and he goes, "Thank you for following me out here. I wasn't thinking clearly. Sure, you all had a personal reason for coming out this far, but you didn't have to."
At this point, I'm just scratching the lizard on the head.
The lizard likes it. Lizards are like giant puppy dogs.
Scratching the lizard on the head. Vorn, why are you just scratching yourself on the head?
Okay, so Dragonborn aren't lizards, but whatever. It's
That's a
fine.
joke.
I'm gonna beat your ass. As soon as you guys make it back in, Oswald is divvying out smaller bags of gold. And he plops it. He idly is pouring out from his own reserves, it seems. And he just lobs a very soft leather sack onto the table, matching 4 others so far.
On that note, then Finby will now just tell Kobor, see, now that we got paid, now we can make our own decisions to help you on our own volition.
Kobor kind of makes a grimace and he pats Finvia on the head and he goes, I guess I could thank you for that. And he just goes back upstairs.
I need cash.
Yeah.
I'm broke.
In each of the pouches for everyone, including Ong, there is 6,000 gold pieces. Well, 600.
Let's go.
600 platinum.
600.
Oh, 600 platinum. Let's fucking go.
Wait, 600 plat?
600 plat.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Also, platinum doesn't weigh that much. I thought it was very dense metal, but no, it is not. And as soon as he divvies it out, he kind of leans forward and he goes, if you guys don't succeed on the next, yeah, sorry, Dice, I'm not very good with accents.
Send me a DM of what
Yeah, send you. Okay.
And in the meantime, I will get back into the German accent, which now that I have begun on this, very easy for me.
I also switched my dice. I'm tired of rolling fucking natural 2s. So close to a natural 1, so I can use lucky to
learn how to
reroll
roll
it.
better.
Do better.
Yeah, fuck you, skill issue. Also can't be laughing. Hang on.
Oswald can laugh. Oswald has had time with happiness.
Yeah, but he's being serious right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right. Well, if you do not succeed on the next, you do realize that all of this money will just, well, it will be a waste, right?
Basically, his question was if the next two items are now a little bit more dire than the prior. To those who figured out what the crown is, the crown actually supersedes dimension, idea, thought. It supersedes all of that to bring into reality new things, unknown things, things never before seen. And with CALIMSHAN slowly being at the cusp of all of these negative items, items are needed. What the?
What the fuck?
I don't know what
That
that
was Kemp Spike muted himself.
Oh, okay. But you all quickly gauge that the question isn't meant for you're going to get paid more. It's more of this is just to make sure that if you guys are done, you guys will get more of this. But these are serious things. These are serious items to get.
And if we manage to get all of them, then we're going to have a crazy amount of money. I don't see the problem here.
And the world doesn't end, so we don't die.
Exactly, Finvia.
I like your thinking, Kerr. I like that thinking.
Lay kind of just glosses over, turns around, takes a hard shot of this fire whiskey, turns back around, and just takes a deep breath.
What's wrong, Lay? Why the long face?
It's not. Yeah.
Sarcastically, knowing that our interaction is what caused that.
Yeah.
Long face joke.
Oh wait, what is Laura doing?
She screws up her face when she hears the phrase "long face."
But Lay will just look over at Finvia with a kind of like a mother-like disappointment. And she just kind of keeps to herself.
No idea how to respond to that.
Yeah.
So I do not.
The lizard folk behind the desk, Achi or Archibald. Achi. Achu. He very easily takes out a small map, yet another very crudely drawn one, and he puts it out on the table and he says, tomorrow morning you will be heading out into the desert once more. This one is an important one. Oswald has seen what these items are. They are cufflinks, and he kind of gives a raised eyebrow if a lizard folk can raise their eyebrow. But
he works in Irish.
Yeah, and he jots out a very small course, and it seems to be just one stately direction. Head north by northeast. That is all it says.
Just heading.
Yes, it was.
That was in the same direction we were heading.
Yes. But things are changing. The sands are shifting. Nothing is as it seems. But
yeah, remember you can walk in a straight line in this desert and end up in a fucking curve.
Yep. You can keep moving straight, feet forward, but return back to town. As he continuously adds little bits and bobs to this very rudimentary map. He says finale area oasis. So there is an oasis that you're attempting to seek. But that's all the events that I've had until the evening. Is anyone else wanting to do anything until nightfall?
Nope.
Room, board, and food has been applied to you, and you get a pretty good night's sleep. Except for one. Artie, Baja Blast.
Baja Blast.
As soon as you get all comfortable and you begin to take a real good night to yourself, you have a really not difficult time sleeping, but you have a really difficult time finding yourself to sleep. You are basically looking at yourself trying to sleep. You don't know who you really are sleeping in this bed. You begin to argue with yourself. You begin to find that you are not the only person here. When you finally find that conclusion of a winning side, it doesn't feel like yourself. But you find sleep. Your eyes finally manage to close, and when they open, daylight once more. Everyone else sleeps pretty good. Care does hear in the middle of the night, for a brief moment, a cackling laughter of other hyena kin. But
Quick question.
go for it.
Since I'm an elf and I only sleep 4 hours as a long rest, or I only really sleep 4 hours.
Your trance, correct.
Yeah. Can I just like go downstairs and just kind of chill for the remaining of the hours while everyone else is sleeping?
Yeah, sure. When you wake up early, you do see that the lizard folk is just crashed out on in the back of the bar, just kind of slumped over, just to make sure that if anyone comes in, they'll wake him to be served. But being a heavy sleeper, he doesn't seem to notice you. But there is food and drink already served. The charcuterie board, charcuterie.
Worcestershire? The Worcestershire?
Not Worcestershire. Charcuterie board.
The
Dry.
charcuterie.
Sure, whatever. Dried meats, some crackers, cheeses.
Tapa.
Fuck off.
Charcuterie.
I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna hurt you.
Vegetation.
All right, I get it. He eats a little bit and then practices his sword play while like everyone's asleep. He does that for a few hours while
Okay.
everyone's sleeping.
Okay. Light on the feet and easy to promote. You make some dancing moves. Cobor pops down just before everyone else does and witnesses a little bit of your features before heading into the kitchen area, the very small kitchen area, and just kind of lazes around in that position, cooking up food. Everyone else wakes up just fine.
I also did say that I wanted to take first watch.
Oh, you're watching?
For the first, like, I don't know, hour or 2 hours.
Okay, if you're doing a watch, then is there anyone else doing a watch afterwards? Considering everyone's got their own room.
No.
Yeah, but she's watching everything because she doesn't want another robbery to happen.
Okay, go ahead and give me and you said specifically it's the first watch.
Yes, specifically first watch.
Yeah, that's fine and fair. Go ahead. Give me a perception check. Considering that's what you're mostly gonna. Where are you watching from? Your room specifically? Just kind of lazing around, but also keeping attention.
Yeah, kind of. Every once in a while, it's like a security guard in a business building. She'll kind of stay in her room, keeping an eye out, but then every once in a while, she'll like patrol throughout the entire upstairs and downstairs area.
Okay. Yeah. What's the perception?
Motherfucker, 16.
16 is not bad.
I don't think motherfucker is a viable roll on a d20.
If I can roll double digits again, that I would appreciate that game.
Yeah. as you do just a soft walk of the area, you find that there are some boards that aren't fully planted. Like you could pull them up. Whether or not they are to be done like that, unknown. Uh, the windows are double paned, so it took a lot of force to break the window to get into Kobor's office.
Mhm.
The beds are fine. Everything else is fine. Kitchen looks fine. Dining area, fine. The little secret button with the we gotta hydrate everybody and a stretch.
And stretch.
Yeah, how hard it is to stretch when I'm doing the recordings like this. The headset limits my movement.
Oh man, I'm gonna get you an extender for that.
My posture is so bad during this. The posture checks also are like posture check. I'm like, oh god, I need to, but I can't.
Oh man,
Posture check. Posture check.
See, there we go.
I'm in an ergonomic chair. So
I'm posturing. I'm posturing.
Ergonomic chair,
okay.
Also at my standing desk.
Okay.
You said the ergonomic chair was very much. I got osteoarthritis.
There is. Oh no. So the only one that is downstairs right now is Ong, and I'm painting it that it is. This is the fresh morning, so this is at the end where everyone's waking up. So let's see what Ong gets if it's to Ong. Okay, this is the good.
Ayo, Cliff.
AO socks. 1 second. Interesting. I like how this combines. Ong. Jawad?
Calling me?
Yes.
Yes.
As you
Mostly names.
mostly names, as you are doing your twirls, AE, the robot, artificial excellence, takes a bit of a downtime, puts itself on like a recharge state in the farthest side of the corner, just kind of quiet. But every now and again, you can see between these two stones is a rift, about maybe a foot diameter rift, just sitting right smack dab where his stomach would be. And through the rift, you can see small strands of just wild weave, active magic just coursing before returning back into the rift. A few every so often spark off and just kind of drift into nothingness. Some just kind of linger before retreating. There are some cases where this wild magic sparks out. Ong, you now, for the next 1 minute, can see through walls, and you also gain, with the misery, you are deafened for 10 minutes, but you now have blind sight up to 10 feet.
Wait, see through walls and blindsight?
Yeah, and deaf.
So we could see through walls.
Tough, basically.
Yeah, you're
So-
talking.
yeah, you're top. You're a deaf tough.
The
Death tough, yeah.
the only downside of it is, it'll be over in 10 minutes ish. But good to have, good to know that you can now experience this in a controlled setting. But
Okay.
you see this actively happening to Ong, like to yourself.
I got you. I would like to spend each and every one of those 10 minutes. I want to go around basically the entire establishment. I want to look for any secret passageways, mechanisms, anything I should know of. I heard there was a thief break in. I want to know if I can figure out how they broke in. I'd like to know, like any secret passageways, something like that.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check at advantage because you have this ability to literally see through walls.
Perception or investigation?
Whichever one you think would be higher.
Wait, is that a D12?
No, D20.
No, I
He's asking himself.
had advantage. Oh wait, shit. All right, I'm gonna choose the 14 over the 1. So let's go for investigation.
Hmm.
21.
21.
One.
There is a bit of a lot of loose boards that go down underneath the stairs.
Can I see where they lead?
It's dark. I know you have dark vision, but it seems to go further down than 60 feet.
He removes one of them, casts light, and throws it down there.
It keeps going down for a little bit and then stops, but you can see that it is a staircase. A well-carved staircase.
They'll note it for later.
Okay. Other than that, there's a few bits and bobs for hidden traps, but it seems to be well controlled by either Kobor or Achi.
And he look up into, I guess, Kobor's office, I guess, to see, like, kind of trying to figure out, like, where the thief broke in. Like, if they broke into the actual, or broke out to.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be that way. It seems like as soon as they broke through the window, they got what they wanted, did what they needed to do, and escaped.
Okay, I guess then for like whatever remaining time he has, he'll kind of just look around just the house, wherever we're at, just to see if there's anyone around that's kind of like suspicious while not being observed himself.
This tavern kind of is just out of city limits. It is where the city limit would begin, I suppose. Not a lot of folk come through here unless they just come out of the desert. This is the respite area to kind of fuel you up for the city. There's not really many people wandering around this way. There's every now and again you see a couple folk on lizards just passing by. You can quickly gauge that they are just mercantile. They are buying, selling goods, but very few this early.
Okay. That'll probably take up all of my 10 minutes, by the way.
Okay. So everyone's waking up, rolling down them stairs. As they get downstairs, there is a fine breakfast. The hog in question is eating some slop off of the Pictricia, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Pictricia is enjoying some pretty okay slop. But there is, for the more humanoid individual, there is fresh fruit, vegetables. I believe it is porridge today. It is porridge today. So a fine porridge with a little bit of chicken stock.
Who owns, I guess, the establishment? I don't know as
Co-
a player, as a character. Who is it?
Kobor. The tavern. The tavern's name is Kobor's Respite.
All right, Ung's gonna go to Colborn and ask about the stairs. If he's awake.
He is awake. He was the one doing the cooking. To those who are eating the food, it's mediocre at best. It's not great. Like, the fruit even has a weird taste to it, and all it is cut fruit. But you approach him as he's finalizing up the breakfast for everybody. He kind of stands there and goes, underneath the stairs. What?
Ung cocks his head. You didn't know?
I suppose not.
Would you like to?
He holds his hand out as a lead on.
He'll lead him to the stairs, using his sword to uproot one of the floorboards and catch the floorboard. And then he points at the staircase.
As you lift one of the floorboards, they all seem to be attached to a hinge, so it brings it up like a door. But as it goes all the way up, Cobra kind of leans over and he closes it and puts a very heavy barrel on top of it. And he says, I'll double with this later. As of right now, however, y'all got a place to head to, and I've heard rumors of this place, the Oasis. Just be prepared to really sweat. And he puts 10 gold pieces on the counter, and he says, gold may work a little bit better than platinum, but I'm unsure.
Ongo just plays music. I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay. Kobor is going to head back into the kitchen, continue to attempt to cook.
Wait, he was talking to everyone, right?
Yeah, he's talking to everyone.
Is he talking to me?
No, everyone.
Okay, cool.
And everyone watched him very tiredly move a barrel on top of a door. But he is aware of it now, and he's going to investigate that later today while you guys are out and about. As food is eaten, time is had, is there anything anyone does as a ritual or preamble?
For those who are just paying attention, the cheek scar on Finvia is now gone and is replaced by another scar on her neck, almost like a beheading scar, if you will.
Edgy. Nice. And that changes your proficiency to, so I can keep that in the know.
Intimidation.
Okay. That is in my notes. Anyone else have a preamble?
Yeah. Ritis will announce that I still haven't found out his new voice, and he hasn't either, so I'll just won't do one. But he's basically announcing that he won't be joining you for the first leg of the trip because he still needs to find himself. I just refuse to explain any further.
I'll offer my hand for a handshake and be like, well, best of luck to you with that.
Yeah, completely ignored. He will go. I will have hopefully be joining you at a later date, but for now I need to spend at least another day back here figuring out who I am.
I find it helps if you just write your name on your underwear.
But what if he doesn't know his name? What if he doesn't know his name?
And then you write your first name on your underwear, and then you write your last name on your hand, so that you always have something to like refer to.
Today I learned in boating school is.
Sheesh. Also, we have not decided which two of us are getting to wear these rings of fire protection. Because there's only the two, right?
Mm-hmm. There is only two.
One of us should just wear both of them.
Immunity.
I'll kill you with a rock.
I'll bow out of the rings. Somebody else can use them.
Because I think
I will also bow out, considering I'm full on attunement slots. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
I was about to say, what the fuck are you attuned to?
I'll retry the attunement.
Oh yeah, because it's been a long rest. Okay, go ahead and hit me with that charisma. You might actually succeed.
Fuck.
Oh wait, how much?
8.
It zaps your hand for 2 lightning damage and is unattunable to you for today.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep fucking trying every day.
Okay. The Telesto, very fickle.
I will eventually be attuned on. I will eventually be full on attunement slot, so I will also bow out of the rings.
Okay.
Has it been identified yet?
Has what been identified?
Telesto?
Yes, it has. Yep.
Well,
Just
since it sounds like almost everybody's bowing out of the
Does-
rings, Care will take one just in case.
okay.
I think Laura, Ong, and Tide are not bowing out yet, as far as I know.
Listen, there's a lot of bowing out, and Care's a selfish bastard.
Fair enough.
I'm just letting you know who's left that hasn't bowed out yet.
And
Would the ring help with Tide's barnacles, like keeping them fresh?
unknown. I don't really. I don't know if fire resistance would help them in any way, but it is more for one person, so it is just Tide being fire protected. Because I know
Her barnacles part of
I-
it? Like,
I guess it prevents them from drying out too quickly.
I haven't really thought that far in, but if Tide wants,
let's
It-
do it right now. Would it work?
Someone cast fireball.
well, okay.
Wow, actually.
Oswald comes downstairs, pulls out an entire necklace of fireballs.
Just throws it all on the ground and leaves.
Yeah, he could survive it.
Stand 30 feet away from us, because I think it's a 30-foot radius. Stand 30 feet away from us. This is an experiment.
Well, he will just throw it in the middle of the room.
Yeah, no, he's. Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, it doesn't matter. Chances are I'll probably succeed on the saving throw and take no damage. Never mind.
Well, he's throwing the entire necklace, so you will have to roll everything roll for each spell.
No, actually, it just stacks. It all just
Oh,
stacks.
yeah, that's right. You probably wouldn't pass. Then.
I probably would pass.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Also,
Oh, yes.
In the chat of the foundry.
Oh, hang on, let
That
me.
was a while back, 17 minutes ago, precisely.
Okay, sorry. Morning. Okay. Yeah, I don't get.
Assuming that'll just happen now. Like, she'll just go and do that real quick.
Okay. As you make a little bit of a morning run, as you make your morning run, do you go into town at all, or do you just do up and back?
I'm kind of thinking like I think as fast as possible, a lap around and then back.
A lap around the whole town?
Yeah.
Okay. On the outskirts of the town, on the eastish side, there is the big old Costco building that Kobor was going to head toward before saying, fine, I can do this more mature-like. But as you pass by it, you see that there are 3 folk sitting up on the roof. One wearing an owl-like mask, one wearing a crow-like mask, and one that is wearing a very undiscernible vulture mask.
Can we just roll back real quick and say that I go with?
Sure.
Cool.
Sure, you notice these 3 sitting up on the roof of what is kind of known as the Thieves Guild.
I nudge you and go, fuck.
One more time, you cut out, I think.
I nudge, I nudge him and go, what the fuck is that? Kind of creepy.
Any rocks around the place by any chance?
There's a few.
I pick up a rock.
Oh yeah, toss a rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna biff it at the owl.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me. I think it's just improvised weapon. So go ahead and give me the improvised weapon check.
Oh, fuck. You're not within 30 feet of me. I can't give you bountiful luck. Good luck, sucks.
Oh fuck! I do have a boomerang. I should just use that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll allow you. I mean, you haven't rolled yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Then yeah, you can change it.
Yeah, that's good. I'll just throw my boomerang at them, and I'll keep the rock. The rock is official now.
Okay.
The rock is your new boomerang.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And you're proficient with boomerang.
25 to hit.
25 hits as you throw this boomerang and it clunks the owl folk right in the side of the head. Was not prepared, but as soon as it hits, their arm juts out and catches the boomerang, and then just kind of sits back in its normal spot. But now its owl-like face is just looking right at Laura.
for Laura and
One more.
thank you. Is it the same Owlfolk mask as the illusion that
It
we
is.
were given?
It is very similar. Yes.
Just for
So-
your information, guys.
From it hitting them, right? So
Mhm.
it's not they're not wearing a mask. It's actually just an owl person, an owl folk.
No, it is a mask. It you can kind of when it hits, you can hear that hollow thunk noise.
Yeah, basically I was wondering if it bounced off. It's like it bounced off the mask or not.
Yeah. You can't really tell what race this individual is. But as they just hold this boomerang aloft, they begin to juggle it in one hand. Did you roll damage, by the way?
Oh no, what's it?
Because this thing smarts. I don't know if you know, boomerang's smart.
7 damage, 3 and 4.
Okay, yeah, that did a lot of damage for a boomerang. But as they just begins to they begin to juggle this into one hand, they stand up and they look like they're keeping the boomerang. Go ahead and mark that you lose your boomerang.
How dare you take the boomerang from the Australian in the party? How dare you?
Oh yeah, no. We're straight out sieging this motherfucker now.
But the
Can I
other,
actually just throw a rock at them before, like while they're trying to steal my boomerang?
go ahead, roll an attack. Improvised weapon.
What is the
Yo,
improvised
give me
weapon?
my
Where do I
It-
get this?
Dexterity is for throwing, so it is just your D20 plus Dex mod.
Oh, cool. That is an 11.
11 misses. It goes a little bit higher, and it bounces right beyond them. The other two immediately stand up, not quickly, but they just stand up quite calmly. You see the vulture one kind of make a gesture as if they are holding a bow and arrow, and they look like they knock something, pull it back, and they launch a invisible arrow toward you. Does a 15 hit?
No.
No.
No,
You
it doesn't.
you see Von Moore and Laura both see this just spear like cut etch
Actually,
right into
No,
Go
sorry, continue, sorry.
it makes this etch into the sand, and you could tell it had some weight and heft behind it, but there is no projectile. Arcane Archer, baby. It is up to you if you wish to continue to fight. But
I just
they
want my boomerang. It wasn't
Cliff
supposed
got
to
a
be
text
this
from
deep.
Takamura.
everyone was speaking at once. Laura, what's up?
It wasn't supposed to be this deep. I just want my boomerang back.
Did you ask for it?
Well, obviously, if someone throws a boomerang, it's supposed to come back. You're not supposed to keep a boomerang unless it's yours.
Right, but they're also thieves. So throw a thing at a thief, they're gonna keep it.
They're like, huh? Thanks, I guess.
Also, like, you said you just wanted your boomerang back. You didn't want to fight, but you did also throw your boomerang at a complete stranger.
Yeah, I wanted to know. And to be fair, like I was kind of trying to knock him off the roof.
Yeah.
You know, a little dingy boomerang. You know.
I was also hoping that would happen too. I'm gonna be honest.
No, these folk they got some potential behind them.
How tall's the roof?
About 3 stories tall, so about 17, 18 feet up.
Oh my god.
Right. Can I
Castle wall,
create a
castle.
bonfire underneath the one that shot me?
Create bonfire, sure. What is it, dex save?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
1d8 fire damage, baby. That's 3 damage.
3 damage.
And
He's
then I flip the
Nice.
trigger and I continue my run.
he is going to do evasion, cut that down to half, down to 1. And he is going to he has 120-foot range, so he'll try and shoot another one. Does a 22 hit? That is a 9 points of force damage.
So, question: because it's not a missile, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't deflect missiles, right?
You can. I will allow that it is technically considered a missile because it's still considered a longbow. By standards, it is fine. So if you want to deflect missiles, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I would like to if possible.
Go ahead and roll your reduction.
1d10 plus 12, d10, d10.
1d10
Plus
plus.
12. Good
Yeah.
lord.
Wait. What? One more time. 1d10.
Damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus 12. If you
Interesting.
reduce damage to 0 and have a free hand, you can spend a key point to make a range attack with a range of 2060.
Interesting.
Wait, I'm trying to figure
Because
out where
it's
12 is coming from.
it's interesting. Also,
It
Quincy
would have
just
to be
Quincy
dex
just
and
yawned.
proficiency, wouldn't it?
I can tell him.
Get a job hop.
Yep. That's how I know Quincy owns. Okay. Oh yeah. So no matter. Yeah, that definitely will do it because it's only 9. So you're able to turn it around if you want.
Yeah, well, I'll take it back.
Okay, you chuck it back. It feels as if you are holding just matter, but there's nothing there, and you just whip it back. Go ahead and roll to attack. It is technically a dart in your hands, so you have proficiency with it. So it is Dex plus proficiency plus
Plus
D12.
8. Let's go.
Yeah. We're teaching mechanics here.
24.
24. That hits. So that is D6 plus dexterity mod. I believe that is.
Yay!
I think that is D6 plus mod.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. As you hit him, he immediately takes a lunge back, and then he takes out a sending stone, and you see a very small glimmer of the sending stone before he puts it away, and they begin to retreat toward the owl masked one, and then you see the vulture one grab the boomerang and just whip it right at you.
Okay.
It lands at your feet. It does not
Oh, yeah.
hit you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I see where she, I see where she got the 12 from.
Anyway.
Yeah, I do too. It's fine. But the rest of the walk is not problem unless Von Moore has something else he wishes to say or do against the 3 rooftop troublemakers.
I mean, if Laura's done with them, I'll leave it be.
You'll leave it be. But you do glance that the Raven-like one, the one that has the Corvid style mask, has not really looked away from you particularly.
I just can't stand there, scratch my belly.
Oh, to be smitten. But the rest of the walk is uneventful. As you guys return, everyone's up and about, I would assume. Everyone's playing music, enjoying their livelihood. Oswald and Lay are both heading out back to where they have business. You can hear a very low thrum of a airship coming nearby to pick up those, and they say their goodbyes. They're both gone. Now it is out into the desert for you folk.
Oh, before we leave, can I inform Cobor about what happened?
Okay. You tell him everything?
Yeah, tell him everything. Tell him everything that I saw and everything that happened, so that if he ends up going there and getting in a fight, he's somewhat warned that they have invisible projectiles.
Okay. He's
Just like, also, can you get my boomerang back for me, please?
No. They give it back. They give it back. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. He acknowledges, but doesn't really have very much. He understands the criminal underworld of this town, but does not really dabble with it, considering he's just a tavern owner that managed to get into some money. So he nods and he's like, probably by the time you return, I will have some better fortified defenses. People don't like people with money, and I'm slowly starting to get it. How about me? Go go wish Oswald a safe trip for me.
Okay, I guess I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah. As they're all packing up, Lay will also leave some very interesting buttered biscuits, as if she made them herself. And they are very whole grain, but very well buttered. So they have the nutrition that you need with also the unhealthiness of butter. A lot of butter.
It's actually just like a small whole grain funnel with a layer of butter in it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. It almost makes like a custard from how much butter is in the center of it that has just cooked with it. But she leaves a whole entire basket of it, and she wishes everyone well. Gives a very small prayer for everyone before heading out with Oswald, arms in link, and they depart. AE turns back on and stands up to a full, reaches inside of the rift to see if anything is around, and he pulls out a small bouquet of very wild flowers. Not necessarily roses, not like daisies, posies, anything like that. These are kind of different from all flowers that you have seen. They give off a very strong aroma, but doesn't even seem to have a comedic effect. It's just random mass flowers. Does anyone else want to reach into AE's stomach?
Yeah. No.
Oh, shit, I missed my
Sure.
chance.
What do you mean you missed?
I was gonna yell out to Oswald on the way out.
Okay. I mean, go ahead.
And,
If it's just something you're yelling, they're gonna keep going.
no, like yell for his attention because I want to have a question.
Give me a luck check. Give me a luck check to see if you catch him just before he leaves. Also, keep your dang dice out.
I'm changing dice again because I'm tired of this shit. Fuck!
Like I said, skill issue.
Well, good news, he has a high perception, so.
Finvia's just gonna ask if he knows that her sister is okay. Carrie is okay.
Oswald kind of scratches the back of his head, and I'm gonna just kind of make this a little quick little dot, but he basically says that she is fine where she's at. She's protected. Um, you may see her soon, but with the way things are right now, magic's a little funky.
All I need to know is that she's okay, and if you say that she is, then that works for me.
Okay.
Thank you. That's it.
All right. Out into the desert, everyone may go, unless there is, once again, anything beforehand. I'm looking at the chats. What's that?
Reach into AE.
Oh, you're reaching into AE? Go ahead and give me a percentile, a D100.
36. That's 6.
36. You pull out an effigy made of fine cloths, a bit of bird bone, but it seems to grant a little bit of peace when you hold it, as if the understanding of life and death is something that can be cherished and not sorrow-filled. Also, dog bark.
Sorry.
So, like, I get the idea of good natural kind of death.
Yes.
From it.
Yes.
Like, as a druid.
Yes.
Like, I get like that. It's not like a bad.
No, it is a gesture of this is made in remembrance of, not in the forgetfulness of.
Oh.
You also
Can I
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I investigate it to see if I can tell like what it was, or
I was just about to say that. Go ahead and give me either a medicine or animal handling, because this is going to be an interesting one.
21.
You stupid. Um, as you
Among other things, yeah.
as you begin to inspect it, the fine cloth that has helped bind this is not like one that you've felt before. You've seen a few high-end stores, but never really shopped there. This is much more finer than that. This is a lot of time and effort went into this effigy. And the bone itself has been bleached, scaled. No amount of bacteria is left on them. You can tell that it was of a bird. It's not entirely sure which one. The bones seem to be a little bit bigger than a chicken, but it's still up in the air. It's really hard to detail what kind of bird this was. But it does give a sense of peace around it. It will add for 1 day. Per long rest, you can add a 1d4 to a check or a spell save, but it is not to be used for attack throws.
Oh.
I will make that.
I'll pet AE and thank you.
AE just goes, I don't know where that came from, but it felt very distant. And AE kind of just puts a hand over the rift and he goes, I worry about this thing sometimes.
AE's like a less annoying claptrap with rift powers.
With rift powers. But AE stands up and he is getting ready to head on out if everyone's feeling lucky, lucky. You're so lucky.
Such an almost.
Yeah, I know. Is Baja Blast hanging out in his room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As everyone begins to make their way out, if anyone wants to add a third decanter of endless water, you can, because now more people have joined. Actually, I'll give that one to Ong. Ong, you can have a decanter of endless water if you wish to add it to your inventory. But as soon as you guys head on out, it's hot. It is blisteringly hot. Fresh in the morning, sun's barely crested over, but it's already excruciating. The lizard are there in case you want to ride. They don't seem to mind the heat. But about maybe 2 minutes away, 2 minutes out, you guys hear a very soft rumble coming from behind where Kobor, you can still see the building. And to those who turn around, you see a giant rock, a giant bird. Immediately, a claw just wrenches into the building and perches itself there. This bird is massive, maybe 12, 15 stories tall.
It's a big ass chicken.
Yeah, its claws are like one claw takes pretty much half of the building, while the other one's just kind of
Bigger than the Costco.
yeah. It is bigger than the Costco, yes, but
Holy shit.
but it kind of looks around, and you can hear just this very light thunder roll, and it just reaches its claws into this building and pulls up. And in its claws, in its talons, you can now see that both Baja Blast and Achi are caught in it, and it just flies, heading far north. And that is where we are going to end today.
Oh.
GG.
Oh, yeah, okay.